Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're into flipping cars, meaning that you're into buying low, selling high with your cars and stuff like that, or just buying a few cars you want to put onto Toro, well, I got some of the best places you want to check and some of the best credit cards that the easiest business credit cards that you actually want to get to be able to get into the car flipping game. Now, that being said, the first place is Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, they always have cards on there, right? And here's the thing about it. Some of these cards, they may be like 2010, 2015, that you're able to get these cards, probably need a little bit of work in them, and you're able to uh, flip them, or like I said, even build up your little fleet on Toro. Like this 2007 Prius hatchback may be a good car for Toro or something like that. Let's look at CarGurus. That's right, CarGurus. They have sellers on there. They have for sale by owners. Well, they're flipping cars and stuff like that. So that's definitely one of the good places you want to check out. As you can see, they have some pretty nice vehicles on here. Some of them, they'll even tell you if it's a great deal or not. Like this here Dodge Ram 3500. Now this here is a great car. Say that you're doing hot shotting, right? If you're doing hot shotting, they want 28, but the sale by owner, you probably can get it less than that. It's a 2004, so you probably can get a better deal than that. But to be able to do like hot shotting or something like that, this is definitely a great vehicle that you can check out. Auto Tempest. And with Auto Tempest, what you do, it's almost similar to CarGurus or whatever, but they said that it's supposed to go like more detailed into it. So like it would tell you like put in a zip code. So I'll put in a Beverly Hills zip code 2013. Look at this, Hyundai Sonata for 10,000. Okay, so granted it has an open recall on it, but for 10,000, 2013, you know, again, like I said, if you're into flipping cars or you're just into trying to buy a fleet of cars to go on Toro, it's definitely one of those things. We have Auto List. Auto List is another one. As you can see here, that the people are going on here, private sellers and stuff, they're going on here and they're listing their cars and stuff like that. So you don't have to necessarily like deal with the with dealers and stuff. As a matter of fact, cause what's happening, like a lot of banks now, the major banks, they're starting to turn. If you don't have good credit, I would say at least a 650 to 680 credit score to get a car loan, a lot of banks don't want to touch you anymore. So for you to be able to take advantage of the market, if you have good credit and stuff like that, to be able to get some business credit cards and start buying some of these cars and selling them to those people that don't have the best credit or whatever, and you being able to sell them at a good discount, because you're getting them at a good discount. Again, like I said, some of these here are just some of the nicer cars, but there are plenty of cars out there that at the same time will definitely help you get in the game. Now, here's another one, and this is Hemmings. So for those of you that are like into classic cars and stuff like that, this is the place you want to go to if you're trying to, like, you may have a client that comes to you and you say, hey, I'm trying to find this type of classic car. And they don't have time to find a classic car. You're able to go here and say, well, let me look for you. So they can give you a finder's fee just for finding that classic car for them. So that's the reason that I'm showing you guys this. So it's plenty of ways you can make money flipping cars, even if you're not even buying them. But I would say definitely one of the situations you want to be in is able to buy the car with like one of the business credit cards. Now, that being said, here's the thing about it. One of the easiest places to get a business credit card is when you find like credit unions and banks that will let you in that doesn't have a whole lot of criteria. Like with BCU. The reason I'm talking about BCU Credit Union, again, because they use a Vantage score. So they use a TransUnion Vantage 3 score. Now, why am I telling you this? The reason is because many people, when they're checking their credit, they would actually they would go to Credit Karma, all right? So you would go to Credit Karma, and Credit Karma will give you a Vantage score. Now, granted, your Vantage score is not the same as your FICO score. Usually, your Vantage score can be influenced by adding authorized users, utility bills, subscriptions, and rental payments to push up your Vantage score. Since it's able to push up your Vantage score that way, then that's the reason that you may want to go with, like I said, a credit union like BCU, because they actually use a Vantage score. And then, like I said, go get a business credit card from them. So they offer business lines of credit as well. So getting a business credit card or a business line of credit would definitely give you an advantage. Now, usually with this type of situation, like with their lines of credit and stuff, they may ask a few more questions than normal about your business and stuff like that. Now, here's one thing I would tell you: since you're in the car flipping business, all right, so your NAICS code, and I hope some of you guys got a pen, and if I'm doing a good job, leave me a comment. But when you're trying to flip cars or trying to get into, I would say, Toro, one of the best NAICS codes is selling auto parts, okay? You want to be in the auto parts industry, especially when you're flipping cars and stuff, because technically you are selling auto parts, and you can actually piece the cars out if necessary. So it may be cars that people are looking for popular parts and stuff that you may come across the car, and you can piece the car out and make more money that way. All right, they have employee community charter way family or Life Money U. So Life Money U is an organization that you pay $5, but when you join, they'll actually waive the $5 for you, okay? So that's how you join BCU Credit Union. Now, again, they're not geo-restricted, so that's a good thing. That is a Vantage TransUnion Credit Union. Is Veridian. Veridian, again, is a non-geo-restricted credit union that offers business as well as personal lines of credit, as well as business credit cards also. So being able to get in here is through the Habitat for Humanities, the people that build the houses and stuff like that. So, and then, like I said, they offer business credit card. So with their business credit card is a Visa Signature credit card. One of the key things about Visa Signature credit cards, usually with Visa Signature credit card, they usually tend to start above $5,000. Okay, not all the time, but most of the time they start about $5,000. But this is a credit union that uses a Vantage TransUnion. Like I said, I'm going to show you the easiest business credit cards and business lines of credit to get in order to help you with your flipping car business. Now, here's something else. Capital One. Capital One Spark Classic card, the gold card. This is one of the easiest cards to get, because even if you had a bad relationship with Capital One in the past, it's interesting because say that you had a charge-off with Capital One. After a year, they'll give you a new card. Now, if you have an existing charge-off on the business side, they more likely won't look at the personal side. They just give you a business credit card, but all you need is a 580 credit score. Now, the only thing about this here credit card, you have to understand, it reports on the business side as well as the personal side. Okay, so that's the reason they said it's business credit card. Build and strengthen your credit by using this card responsibly, because it's a business credit card, but it reports on the business side and the personal side. All right, and they do pull all three credit bureaus, and it's a FICO 8 credit score. All right, now the next credit card you want to look at is Corpay. Now with Corpay, all you need is a 600 credit score. Now with Corpay, they will look at your personal credit, your Experian. Okay, they'll pull from Experian FICO 8, a hard pull, but all you need is a 600 credit score to qualify for this here card. Okay, now this is a net 21 card at that, so that you guys know. So that means that when you use the card, they give you 21 billing days in order to pay the bill off. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. Now, your next place to get some funding for your new business, if you're flipping cars and stuff, and that would be from Dreamspring. That's right, Dreamspring. Dreamspring offers this power line of credit. Now, I know some of you are like, well, why wouldn't I go get a business loan from? You don't want a business loan. You want to be able to get a line of credit that's revolving, so that way when you pay it down, you can use it again. If you get the loan, you're going to have to keep on applying for it. That's the reason you want the revolving line of credit, okay? Now, with Dreamspring, they pull TransUnion FICO 9. And the loan is actually issued through Upstart. Okay, a fintech company is actually issued through Upstart. So just keep that in mind. But their line of credit goes up to $50,000. And you need at least a 620 credit score. Okay. Now, if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off your personal credit, click the link in the description. Schedule one-on-one. Thank you.